Good morning, everybody. Dr. Busy Riley coming at you live from the Den of Insanity again. Oh my gosh, that was amazing yesterday. You guys had so many good questions. I got so many great messages. A, it was great to hear from people, and B, I hope if nothing else comes from this, that you guys look at the comments and see that you are not alone. A lot of us are really struggling with these issues, so I'm super excited to address a lot of the questions that came up. There are two things I wanted to share with you before I do that. Number one, the definition of perimenopause. The definition is total bullshit. There is no such thing really as perimenopause. The real definition means it's the years surrounding when you go into menopause. The average woman goes into menopause, meaning no more periods, no more ovulating, around the age of 50. So the reality is that a lot of what we're calling perimenopause is actually symptoms surrounding our hormonal cycles that are becoming problematic and unpredictable. And that can really happen as early as like 38. A lot of us after 40, I joke that our metabolisms start to give us the middle finger after 40. So that's really when we start to see some of these things start to happen. And so a lot of what you guys have described to me are things that I work on in my practice every day. That's hormonal changes related to fatigue. You ovulate and you're exhausted afterwards. You ovulate and you're extremely moody for the second half of your cycle. Hi, those of you who know me know that's not surprising. Periods that have been heavier, getting heavier and heavier, closer and closer together, pain with ovulation, of hair getting thinner, more fatigue, a lot of those things are things that are hormonally related, but they also have to do with the way that we're managing stress. So the second thing I wanted to share with you is that I joke that I'm the disappointing naturopath. Like, people want me to say that I have a magic solution to everything. And the reality is with perimenopause that we're really working on improving those foundations of health and working on how do we manage our symptoms and make sure that we end up as healthy as we can be going into menopause, right? So the boring answer is that all the things you already know you should be doing become even more important when you get closer and closer to menopause, and even more important after menopause. So I just want to kind of give you a quick heads up that some of the basic things that you already know about are going to make a huge difference. So really focusing on getting good sleep. When you get better sleep, you lower your stress hormone production. A lot of the issues we have with our cycles as we get closer to menopause and later in our 40s are related to stress hormone production. We have a finite ability to tolerate stress. For a lot of us in our late 40s, we're dealing with kids becoming a more challenging age. We're at the pinnacle of our careers. We've got aging parents that we're taking care of. Like, there are just a lot of stressors in our lives. Getting good sleep is one of the best ways you can manage that. And the other thing, two other things I really encourage you to do is move your body. If you're not someone that likes to move your body already, start moving your body. If you already like to move your body, stay tuned, and we're going to talk about ways to dial in your exercise in different ways that are really going to improve your metabolism instead of exhaust you. That's a really big key for exercise going forward. The third thing is making sure that your carbohydrate intake is not out of control. You don't have to go on a ketogenic diet. You can still have a balanced diet. I am such a believer in enjoying food and having joy in food. And as everybody knows, I'm a drinker, not a judger. But you really need to be careful about, like, over 40, a lot of times carbohydrates are going to more quickly turn into fat and abdominal fat, and they're going to make us more fatigued. So those are some basic things for you to think about going forward. Please keep the questions coming. We're going to start working on recording this interview over the weekend. I'm super duper excited to share it with you. Please ask me any questions that you have. I'm Dr. Busy Riley. I want you to live your life like you give a damn.